I'm Dave Cathey, the Food Dude, and I'm standing in front of Tamazul. It's a new modern Mexican restaurant here in the Classen Curve. Here to tell us all about the menu, the cocktails, and the spirit of Tamazul is Director of Operations, Rob Crabtree. Tamazul, tell me all about it.
Tamazul is our take on modern Mexican. Basically, we're using modern cooking techniques and styles, but authentic flavors and ingredients. What I would most liken it to is Mexico City and the transition between your street food and your high-end restaurants. So we like to play somewhere in the middle there, kind of glamorizing street food and also downplaying some of the more upscale restaurants.
Cool, that's awesome. Now, before we talk a little bit more about the food, let's talk about this great space. This was Matthew Kenny before. Talk about the transition.
Yes, it was Matthew Kenny space. We're very fortunate to have this incredible space with all of this glass and openness here in Classen Curve. We have probably one of the most open kitchens I've ever seen or developed, for that matter. So our interaction between the chefs and the customers is unlike anything I've ever experienced, and it's most akin to our bar experience as well.
Yeah. Let's talk about the bar for a minute, because it's a gorgeous bar, and you've got sort of an interesting way into spirits. Talk about that.
Yes, we actually are introducing Mezcal into Oklahoma City. We've worked very closely with the reps and distributors here to bring in more bottles of Mezcal, and to us, it's a complete passion that goes along with our food. Now, for those that don't know about Mezcal, tequila is technically a Mezcal. Mezcal is a way of preparing cooked agave for distillation. The mezcals we carry actually are a much wider range of agaves than just tequila itself, so I liken them to wine, where you get the different varietals, the terroir, all the flavor profiles that go along to the preparation. So we really like to highlight that here at the bar, and we do that in some of our cocktails, our margaritas. We also have some more fun cocktails, we should say, like a smoke and fire margarita that has mezcal, cilantro, jalapeno. But we also like to play in the other spirits realm, so we do have hibiscus martinis, whiskey smash, what have you. But our real focus here is mezcal, and we really like to do the educational part of it and get people in here to try flights of mezcal and really change their opinion from what they thought was just a bottle with a worm.
Big ticket, though, in the end, is the food. So let's go through some of this stuff. What are we looking at here today?
Well, today we'll start off with our flame cheese, our queso a la plancha. This is a more traditional take on that in our style. So we actually take some Mexican cheese, queso asadero, and we put it on the plancha, the flat top griddle, and we griddle it so it's nice and brown and crusty on both sides, hit it with tequila, 100% agave tequila, flambe it, and then serve it with warm corn tortillas and pickled onions and jalapenos.
Awesome. That is fantastic. I mean, that's, you know, what you said it before. We all know the sort of the drippy queso and all that. This is like a real experience, and I highly recommend it. It's really cool. So, sorry, what else we got going?
We also have our pineapple guacamole. Everything's made to order, really fresh, very clean. Everyone knows guacamole, but I feel like ours is really bursting with flavor, and the pineapple adds a nice bite to it. We also have a dorado ceviche, or mahi-mahi ceviche. Always freshly prepared. Ceviche is one of my favorite, and it's becoming increasingly harder to find in town until we've opened this. We also have a snapper Veracruz, where we saute fresh snapper from the Gulf, and then we do a Veracruz sauce which has onions, peppers, olives, and tomatoes in it. A little bit of white wine over the top with a little bit of green rice. It's phenomenal. We're also doing our chili relleno, which is a vegetarian chili relleno. And I would definitely say it's unlike what most people are used to. We do a blue corn crust on it that actually stays on when you cut into it. Even though it's vegetarian, we really find that you don't miss the meat. We've tried other iterations, but it's definitely worth trying with quinoa, black beans, and some queso fresco and walnuts in it. In addition to that, one of the highlights of the restaurant is our vertical rotisserie.
Yes.
We're doing tacos al pastor, which you know very well.
My heart is pounding, yeah.
So that's basically where we take thinly sliced pork, marinate it in guajillo chili sauce, and then we put it on the vertical rotisserie along with onions and pineapple and let it roast slowly, and then cut it off for tacos or quesadillas.
Awesome. Well, what a great range of flavors you've got there, and like you said, you can see where you've touched on street food, and then you go something more chefly, for lack of a better term. Sounds great. Looking forward to it.